Hey guys, well, there is so many reasons to join eXp Realty, and I wanted to take this opportunity to just share with you my journey and how I came to this company, and hopefully it will help you decide if this is the right company for you at this time. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I started my career at the Chicago Board of Trade and Auctions Exchange. I moved from Texas born and raised, moved from Texas when I was 20 years old and started there. When I left the Board of Trade, I started a company in downtown Chicago, and I sold that to a national company before I was 30. So my entrepreneurial journey began very early, and then naturally I jumped into real estate. That's where I built my first real estate company. I had a partner, and we built a boutique real estate company in downtown Chicago, working with investors, home builders. We built homes from the ground up. I worked on the financing side, of course, with my background in finance, and it was a lot of fun. Although I decided that I was freezing to death a little bit in the early 2000s, and I wanted to go west. I had a love for California, and I moved there. I partnered with a gentleman that was building a mortgage bank. So I worked on the mortgage side of the business in business development. And at the same time, I applied to a film producing program. So I actually got my master's degree from the Peter Stark Producing Program, which is the George Lucas Steven Spielberg School at University of Southern California for film production. I often equate it to the MBA in film production. This will all come back to my real estate career, why this is important to me as I share my journey. So after I graduated from USC with my master's, I was recruited back to my home state of Texas. It was the best thing ever, and I was recruited to Austin and to do to a company, a startup that did high volume video production based to increase SEO, search engine optimization for Internet Retailer 500 companies. And so I came in to start a division that would basically close the deals between the IR 500 and the brand of the IR 500 and the production department and the technology department, right? Because somebody needed to do that. And so I really, really love that. I hope you can tell from that. I'm a really hard worker. I have a right and a left brain, so I'm a techie, creative, all mixed in one. Very strange. But anyway, I really enjoyed that, but I realized that I'm not made up to be an employee. I'm a true entrepreneur. I love to build teams. I love to build leaders. I love to identify talent. I love to work with people and build a vision together. And in that capacity, I was working for a company, and at the same time, Austin real estate market was absolutely booming. And this was 2010. And my dad kept trying to talk me into coming to Keller Williams. And so I finally acquiesced and said, okay. And I went back into real estate, taking my finance, my film, my tech background, and my entrepreneurial wisdom, if you will, into my career starting in Austin, my real estate career starting in Austin with KW. So I hit the ground running. I was wasting no time. Like I said, I'm a hard worker. I was not going to let any grass grow under my feet. And after about a year and a half, I had an office at the Southwest Market Center. I had a team. I had mentors and coaches. I had team leaders that were champions of my real estate career. And I felt so blessed. It was an amazing, amazing time. And so what does that mean? It means I had absolutely no reason to leave Keller Williams. Absolutely no reason at all. In fact, had you asked me if I was going to leave, I would have told you that was a crazy thought. However, I've always been a study of emerging businesses, of emerging technology, of emerging companies. I like to know. I like to educate myself so that I know what's out there. So that's why when I got a phone call from someone, Nicole, who's now my sponsor with EXP, and she told me about the company and what they were doing with the agent ownership, it really caught my attention. And so I wanted to listen. And so when I realized that I could do the exact same business, I could run the same real estate group, do the same business, and I could earn stock in the company from closing my first transaction. I could earn stock in the company from capping. I could earn stock in the company when I refer an agent to the company and help the company build. I could earn stock I could actually purchase stock through the equity program, which is really, really a game changer. In the past, only employees of companies, no real estate agents have had the opportunity to participate in a stock purchase program. So what was that? What is that? It's the opportunity to use 5% of your commission to purchase stock at a 10% discount. Now, when I joined eXp Realty, there were fewer than 1,000 agents, and we were trading 52 cents over the counter. And so I have used for the last almost 5 years, 5% of my commission to purchase stock at a 10% discount. And we're just going up, 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 up all the time. We're a huge, amazing, growing company, a stock that consists of not only eXp Realty, but also Virbela, the platform that we do business on, which is really important in your journey. When you're looking at eXp, take a look at what that stock really means and how much it's impacted the lives of agents. It's really, really important. It's done so much for me. It's incredible. I have the opportunity to icon, which means that I hit my cap and then I do 20 transactions, or it's different when you share transactions with a team. But either way, I realized, oh my gosh, I have the opportunity to earn my cap back in stock, which to me, net, it's like being with the company for free. So that was a huge opportunity. When I took a look at it, I thought, okay, I can stay here at Keller Williams and build my own business, which I thought I was doing, which was super transactionally based. There's no exit strategy. Or I can move to eXp and do the exact same thing with the exact same tenacity and the exact same excitement about the company, and I can have an exit strategy. And that was a game changer for me. Huge, huge realization. So I saw it early. I joined eXp. I was agent 641. I mentioned that we're almost 5 years old, and now we've got almost 29,000 agents. So I saw something early. And, the other thing I realized that I really want those of you that are watching this video to think about is that what I really knew is that my real estate business was mine, and I was successful because of me. I'm successful because of the brand I built. I'm successful because of the work I put in, the systems I create. Now, does my company help me with that? Absolutely. And I'll go into how eXp helps you with that. But either way, you're going to be successful at any single company if you're going to be successful. And with eXp, you have an opportunity to be successful and then have all these other things that create a bottom line revenue like agents have never, ever seen before. And that was really important to me. That was a very, very big reason that I made my move. So I'll fast forward, or actually rewind to a couple phone calls that I had to make when I left KW. I had to call my dad, and he took 3 years. He's actually with eXp now, and did not really understand why I was leaving the family. And then I mentioned my mentors and friends and team leaders that were really a champion in my business. So at that time, I had to call my friend, mentor, and coach, Don Hobbs. And Don, for those of you that don't know him, started a company called Hobbs Herder Advertising. And he had retired from that company and gone off into a real estate venture of his own. And Gary Keller actually came after him and aggressively pursued him to move to Austin, Texas. I'm thankful for that, and I'll get to why in a minute. But aggressively pursued him to move to Austin, Texas, and go into business with him and partner with him in a training and coaching company. And so I had to call him and tell him I was leaving. Now, you can imagine his surprise because prior to that, about 6 months before, he had done a crash course for me, which agents had paid thousands of dollars for a 3-day program that would teach agents to build their own brand. And he gave me all of that in a crash course and put me in touch with his president of Hobbs Herder Advertising to help me build my brand. And so what did he say to me when I told him I was leaving? He said, I would not have put you in touch with my president of Hobbs Herder had I known that you were leaving to go to the competition. And that was hard, but I saw a vision. And what I reminded him of that time is really important. And that is that I knew it was my business. I knew that I could go back to KW. I knew at the time, eXp was fewer than 1,000 agents. Was it a risk? I didn't see it as a risk. Why? Because it's my business. So this company was either going to thrive and support me, and I was going to grow with it. and it was going to help me grow, or I could go back where I came from to the old model, right? And so I told him that. And although he was mad at me, fast forward, he survived what I didn't realize, that he was dating me. I was not dating him. I know some of you are probably laughing. We say this together. He survived 150 first dates. So 3 years later, 3 years into my journey with EXP, he and I are actually about 2.5 years into my journey with EXP. He and I moved in together. Now you can imagine, I'm wondering if you can imagine what it looks like when a Keller Williams executive partnering with Gary Keller in a coaching and training company is living with an EXP agent while we're on the rise, 7,000 agents. It was really interesting. It was very much like the Democrats and Republicans living in a household, and he started to see what I was building. He started to realize that everything that he had put his heart and soul into, building agents, telling agents that they own their own business, that they are the business owners. It's not about the brand. It's about your brand. It's about the agent's brand. And I watched this journey of his, which was really fun. And he said, "Oh my gosh, Allison, you have a virtual region." And I said, "What does that mean?" And he said, "You have the opportunity to build a company inside of a company. And also at the same time, you have ownership, you have stock, you have technology, you have education and training that is offered to support the agent." And so at that time, I was very fortunate because we had moved in together, not to do business together. And so my mic drop moment is I recruited Don Hobbs away from Gary Keller, and we went on this journey together. And so what has this journey been? We joined forces about 2 years ago, and we started a mastermind training and coaching company called Expert Partners. And all of that coaching and training we give to our agents. We pour our hearts and souls into the agents in our team, in our organization within EXP, which we lovingly call the Expert Tribe. That's our tribe. And so it's really important because we're able to do everything, invest in creating leaders and growing agents the way that he always did, the way that I did in my entrepreneurial journey with companies in the past, the way that I was already set out to do at Keller Williams, and we're doing that now with EXP. So it's really, really important. So what else can I share with you? You know, we are so invested in the success of our agents, Don and I as partners, that I would love to talk to you about your journey. I'd love to share with you more about EXP. I'd love to partner with you and support you wherever you are on this journey. We have the ability to mastermind and grow with new agents. We love new agents. We have brokers who have partnered with us in EXP and our organizations. We have domestic teams, husband and wife teams. We've got huge teams that have come over. I mean, agents from all different phases in their career, we've had the opportunity to partner with. And I can tell you that in my experience, the other major game changer with EXP is that because we all own this company, we all own this company together. It's not just our organization, it's other organizations out there. Because we all own this company, it's a culture like you have never seen before. It still blows me away. It blows me away because it's agents supporting agents. We're not competitors anymore. We are helping each other lift up the industry, be the best that we can be from across the organization. You're not just limited to the smartest people in your area, in your city, in your company, in your market center, whatever it is. You have access to agents all over the country, and we all help each other. So that's what we do within our organization. I mean, 1,000 times. And then on top of that, you have EXP. So if you can tell I'm excited, I would love the opportunity to talk to you. Please book an appointment in my calendar. Let's talk and let's find out where you are in your journey and how I can help you, how Dawn can help you. We're a team. There'll be another video about our partnership within EXP that you should definitely watch. And be sure before we talk, please watch the model explained. You can watch the entire model. Watch a 30-minute presentation, whether it's at a lunch and learn, a webinar, whether you meet with an agent or organization to explain it to you, make sure you do that before I talk to you, because I want to invest in you. I want to know what your individual questions are. And I want you to take the time to learn the model first so that we can really connect and we can really find out how you can take your business to the next level and how we can help you do that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to partner with you, hope to work with you, and all the best.